Hi my beautiful bookish friends, I'm Bowen and welcome to my channel. This video is going to be my mid-year book freakout tag. Now, I'm starting a tradition on my channel where my mid-year book freakout tag specifically, I'm filming a little bit tipsy. Because last year, when I filmed my mid-year book freakout tag, I filmed it after bottomless brunch with my cousin, whom I don't get to see very often because she lives in China and I live in the UK. So I miss her so much. She is such a sweet little jelly bean and I love her to death. Shout out to her, I love her so much. But right now, I am on cocktail number 3, drink number 4, so I have a solid buzz going, especially because I've not eaten anything other than Doritos today. I am a little tipsy. Should I be tipsy on a Monday afternoon? No. Am I? Yeah. Do I care? Also no. So, cheers. So this is now starting a tradition on my channel that my mid-year book freakout tag, I shall be tipsy every single time. Just for sheer entertainment purposes, if nothing else. Because day drinking on a Monday is 100% valid, and I don't care about the opinions of people that don't think it's acceptable to day drink on a Monday, especially when you don't have work. If you have work on a Monday, don't day drink on a Monday. But if you don't have work on a Monday, like myself, then day drinking on a Monday is a perfectly valid option. So this is what we're going with. Day drinking on a Monday before we film the mid-year book freakout tag is now a tradition. And I love this for me. So we're going to start with question number 1, which is the best book that you have read so far this year, which easily is going to be Sapphire Spring by C. Travis Rice. Now, C. Travis Rice is Anne Rice's son, the author of Interview with a Vampire. It's her son that writes this male-male romance series. I fucking love this. This is such an excellent book that deals a lot with alcoholism, and this is a ex-bully romance. This follows Nasir and Mason, and Mason used to bully Nasir when they were in high school together because he was in high school and he didn't understand how to deal with his feelings, so he used to just bully him instead. And it's him dealing with his alcoholism, and it's just basically Mason's redemption arc for this entire book. And oh my god, it fucking broke me. I will link the video in the description where I read this book because I sobbed. I sobbed like a little bitch reading this book because it is so good. If anything beats this year, I will be genuinely shocked. I love it. I'm obsessed. I want to reread it, but I don't think I am actually capable of doing that. I'm just really looking forward to reading the rest of the books in this series. If you've not read it yet, this is criminally underrated, and I strongly recommend that you pick this up just because it's so fucking good. Where are my books? There they are. The second question is the best sequel you've read this year. And while this is technically a sequel, my best sequel that I'm going with is Heartless by Elsie Silver. Because Cade and Willa, I love them both. This is the only age gap romance that I am fucking obsessed with. Because age gap normally gives me severe levels of ick, right? I am very prejudiced when it comes to age gap romances. I'm fully aware that that is a fault that I have. But this is a 13-year age gap where I actually don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Daddy Cade, fuck me. Please. Pretty please with sprinkles. Fuck it. Willa would, please. Oh my god. If the pool scene does not make you fall in love with Willa Grant, I question your taste, because this book is phenomenal. This is a cowboy romance, and I loved every single thing about this. Flawless was good. Don't get me wrong, I loved the first book in this series. It was just delicious. I gave that one like a 4-star-ish. This is 5 stars. 100%. Flawless walked so Heartless could fucking run. I absolutely ate this shit up. I want to annotate this entire series. I want to go back and reread it so I can annotate it because I've not annotated it yet. I'm obsessed with Elsie Silver. I've read 2 books from her and she is already an auto-buy author. I love her. I love this. This is just spectacular. way far out in front of the first book in the series. Question 3 is a new release that you haven't got to yet, but you really want to. And for this one, there are some mixed reviews on it, especially considering how much everyone loved book 1. I really want to get to Leather and Lark by Bren Weaver. Now, I have the physical copy of this, but I desperately want to listen to this one on audio because it's narrated in duet style, and I'm cautiously optimistic about this one. I loved book 1. I listened to the audiobook of book 1 and it was absolutely fucking spectacular. It was so damn good. I loved it. But book 2, I've heard very mixed things about. I feel like if I go into this with reasonably low expectations, I'm gonna like it. If I go into it with the expectations of Butcher and Blackbird, I'm not gonna love it as much. But this one's Marriage of Convenience, and this follows the brother Lachlan and Sloane's best friend Lark. I think that I'm gonna love this. I also need to go into this with a either very full stomach or very empty stomach, but either way, I cannot be eating when I read this because of the trigger warnings. In the first one, she ruined ice cream. In this one, she's going to ruin pizza. So I love both of those foods. I'm kind of tentatively looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to the ruining of pizza, but I just, one, these covers, fucking stunning. But 2, I'm tentatively excited. And the next question is going to be the book you're anticipating most for the second half of this year. And that is going to be either Business Casual by B.K. Borison, which is the next book in the Love Light Farm series. I'm not 100% sure if it's the last book in the series, but this one follows Charlie and Nova, I think. Charlie is the brother of Stella in book 1, and Nova is the sister of Beckett in book 2, or it's going to be Starfire by Cami Garcia and Gabrielle Piccolo, which is the graphic novel from the DC comic Teen Titans series, which comes out in November. I am so excited for this book. It's not even funny. I love Teen Titans. That is like my comfort cartoon show, other than Pokemon, obviously. But I love it so damn much, and I'm so looking forward to Starfire's story and any other book that comes out in this series. I am just obsessed, and I'm just gonna binge it so hard the second that it comes out because I've already pre-ordered it. I'm just so excited. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. Question number 5 is your biggest disappointment of this year. Now, your biggest disappointment does not mean the worst book that you've read, but the biggest disappointment of the year is going to be The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. This one I gave a 3.75. I was so looking forward to this one. It's fake dating, it's fated mates, it's Omegaverse, it's an author that I've given 5 stars already this year, and I wasn't completely obsessed with it, which is just so annoying because it's already hit so many like bullet points of things that I love, and it just didn't hit for me. Because the fake dating thing, the reason why I love it so much is it's just such an easy way to build tension between a couple. And they had 2 interactions, one for him, one for her, that was meant to be like fake dating, fake mates kind of situation. And then they just went straight into sleeping with each other. And the tension broke so quickly that I was just so disappointed in this. I'm very willing to pick up more Lana Ferguson books because they're all 4 Spice ratings and I love that. But I was just thinking that this is just such my cup of tea and it just didn't hit for me, and I was just so monumentally disappointed in that it made me really sad. 3.75 is not a bad rating, but it's either I was disappointed in it and it should have been higher, or I was surprised by it and I thought it would be lower. So this is just, I was disappointed in this one, which is just such a shame. But I did love our awkward male main character, Aiden. There was just something about an awkward cinnamon roll guy that has a dirty mouth that just does it for me. I don't know why. We're not going to delve too deep into that one. Please, 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 don't prove I'm right. Question 6 is going to be your biggest surprise, which on the same vein as the last book is going to be The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. I was not expecting to love this as much as I did. This was a full 5 star for me, which I don't give out 5 stars very often, and I got 3 5 stars in 1 month. I fucking loved this. It is very, very smutty. If that is not something that you are into, then I would probably avoid this because, again, so fucking smutty. But this was just so much fun. I loved both of the characters in this. Aiden was so adorably awkward, and Cassie was such a girl's girl that I fucking loved her. I loved everything about this book, which I think is the reason why the fake mate disappointed me so much. This was so good. I was just not expecting it to be a 5 star rating, and this blew me away. The next question is your favorite new author or your favorite new to you author, which for me has got to be Petra Polano, who wrote All I Wanted Was Sushi, but instead I got abducted by aliens. I love stupid, silly, long titles, and this was just so fun. This was just directly my cup of tea. Like, exactly what I wanted, exactly what I love. It was smutty, it was silly, it was fun. I love this book. I love this series. I've read book 1 and book 2 so far. I can't wait to get to the rest of this series. I love this author, and I will now pick up every single thing that she writes. The next question is going to be new fictional crush. And oh my god, I have so many. So many. Don't get me wrong, I love Cade Eaton. Chef's kiss. Willa, I love her so much. I could easily pick Heartless for this one over and over again for both of them because I love them both so much. But I'm trying not to repeat books, so instead we're going to go with Beckett from In the Weeds by B.K. Borison. I fucking love Beckett so much. He is so selfless. I just obsessed with him. The conversation that he has with his dad towards the end of this book, if you've read it, then you know what I'm talking about. Fucking broke me. Just fundamentally, just take me out because I am gone. I love this so much. I love Evie and I love Beckett, but Beckett stole the show in this one. I love him. He is just such a sweet, softy, cinnamon roll, just acts of service type of guy, and I love him. I love him so much. Like, how can you not love him? It's impossible. Can you tell I have a type? The next question is your new favorite character, and I am going to fucking suck at this question. Okay, we're just gonna have a look because I have zero fucking idea about who my new favorite character is. Ooh, wait. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold it. Hold the phone. I got it. I don't got it. I do not got it. We're going with Stevie from Mile High. The way her self-confidence is portrayed in this book is so fucking real. It just absolutely took me out because it's not just she's confident or she's not confident. It comes in waves, like it does with the rest of us. Like, some days her confidence is sky high, she can take on the world. Some days her confidence is rock bottom and she just feels like an absolute pile of dog shit. And that is the same with all of us. And I related so fucking strongly to Stevie. I couldn't not feel so seen with this book. Now, don't get me wrong, is it like 500 pages? Is it way too long? Yes. But Stevie in this is just so real. I felt so seen. I loved this book. I can't wait to get to the rest of the books in this series. I haven't got to them yet. I love her. I am her. I'm obsessed with every single thing about her, which is what I try and tell myself in the mirror every single day. Every single day. Do I succeed? No. But we try. We keep telling ourselves that we are beautiful because I am beautiful, you are beautiful. A rose is always beautiful, a flower is beautiful, a lily is beautiful. Just because we don't all look the same doesn't mean we're not all very, very pretty. You're pretty, I'm pretty, we're all pretty. Love that for us. Woo! Now, the next question is a book that made you cry. Now, for this one, I have to do a repeat. I have to, because this book made me sob multiple times, uncontrollably. It's so good. If you're not in a mental space to read a book that will make you cry, then don't pick this up. But if you are prepared to sob like a little bitch, then pick this up because it is just spectacular. It is so good. I love this book so much. I will scream about this book until I'm dead. Please, please read it. Please read some trigger warnings. But like, it's just so spectacular. And this book made me feel things that I've tried not to feel for a very long time. We try to like repress our emotions. Is it healthy? No. Do we do it anyway? Yes. Do I love this book? 100%. If this book is not my favourite book of the end of the year, then you know that my favourite book of the end of the year is more spectacular than this, and that is saying something. Again, read it, read it, read it, read it, read it, read it, read it. Please, 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 please. I love you, I love you, I love you. Mwah. The next question is going to be a book that made you happy. Do I have a book that just brought me an insane amount of joy? I have lots of books that brought me joy, actually. And for this one, we're going with the last book in the Bergman Brothers series, which is Only in Forever by Chloe Leese. I am obsessed with this series. I love it so fucking much. I read this one and then changed my rating for all of the other books in the series. This one I gave a 4.5, and then I changed the rating to all of the other books to a 4.5 as well, with the exception of book 5, which is my favourite one, which I gave a 4.75. But like, this series in general is just so happy and healthy, and the way that they work through each of their issues individually and together. And this one follows Viggo, so I'm so glad that Viggo finally gets his story after 7 books. I love him so much. He reads romance books and he opens a romance bookshop, and Tallulah helps him in the romance bookshop while he helps her write her new book. I love this. I love this series. Everything about this series is just spectacular to me. I love healthy relationships, and they just bring me so much joy. And this series was just spectacular, and this was just such a lovely conclusion to this series. I just want to reread it over and over and over again. And maybe I will. The next question is, which is the best book to movie or book to series adaptation? Now, I don't know if this actually came out this year or last year. I'm not 100% sure. But we're going to go with season 2 of Heartstopper, because the way I have rewatched this series so much, it's so good. It's so true to the original story as well. But I love Nick and Charlie, and I love them so much. They're so sweet. If you do not like this series, or you have not read this series, one, if you've not read it, why do you deprive yourself of joy? A genuine question. And 2, if you do not like it, you are homophobic, and that is all I have to say on the matter. Because this is universally loved. This is so good, and the hype is so real for this. Like, some books are overhyped, and I get that, and I understand why you would be hesitant to pick it up because of all the hype surrounding it. I've not read book 5 yet, and I'm desperately waiting on book 6, but this is just immaculate, and the TV show does it such justice. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. And I cannot say enough good things about this series. And the last question is, what books do you still have to read by the end of this year? And I have so many on this list. But realistically, I'm halfway through my 24 in 24. So the latter half of that is what I want to read by the end of this year, which do include Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. Now, this has some severely mixed reviews, and mostly low reviews, especially considering how much I loved Fourth Wing. This came out very quickly after Fourth Wing, and everyone says it's like really poorly edited, and it's just not that great. So I'm kind of managing my expectations on this one, but I'm hoping if I go into it with low enough expectations, I'm still going to enjoy it, especially considering I'm going to be seeing Rebecca Yarros when I go to Rare in Edinburgh. But also, another one that I really, really want to read by the end of the year is Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. Now, I've read the first 3 books in her Queen's Cove series, and I absolutely loved them. And I'm so looking forward to getting to this one. This is a hockey romance, which I don't actually read that much hockey romance considering how populated it is at the minute. But this is the first book in her Vancouver Storm series, which is one of her newer series. I just really think I'm going to eat this shit up, especially considering how much I love her writing from the first 3 books in her series that I've read. And I am really looking forward to getting to this one. I think I'm gonna love it. Ooh. Ooh. We can tell I am 4 drinks in. I can tell I'm 4 drinks in. Mm. Mm. And that, my friends, is my mid-year book freakout tag. So if you managed to get this far into the video, then leave a plant emoji in the comments down below. Either a flower or a plant or a leaf or something. And for now, thank you so much for stopping by. It has been lovely having you here. And I hope to see you in another video coming very soon. Bye.